Mm. So, in light of everything, I decided let's count up how many times she says that thing. You know, she'll pick one thing and just keep saying it. I'm gonna count up how many times she says it. I'm gonna count up how many times she says it. And then that's going to decide the alcohol percentage of the drink that I drink this week. A fast scratches me behind the ears. Mm-hmm. We're like astronomy. Rio, 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 Rio. Rio, Rio. Rio, Rio, We're like astronomy. Oh, we came before the second verse. Mama? It's open. It's open now. Then it's not getting ordered because I opened it here. It's expensive. 56. I once again didn't get enough sleep because mom stresses me out. Not good. I think I we're like astronomy. I think when I'm on my period, I gain the ability to like have clinical depression. I don't and like obviously it's not anything that just sets me off. It has to be her. I can't stand her. She actually the way that it is that she can't stand me. And because of that, um she makes my life really fucking difficult. And normally I handle it and I'm like, okay, that was annoying, but we're dealing with a child. She's a child. But then, like a few days before my period, it becomes almost impossible to deal with negative emotions, especially ones that come from her. And I just don't know. Yeah. Because I think back to everything that happened, nothing set me off. It's just her. I think the most triggering thing that happened to me that wasn't her recently is watching a movie and one of the fictional characters keeps like sexually harassing the women. And obviously, a fictional character is not a representation of the actor's character, of the writer's character, but when he keeps playing those characters and then harassing the women, obviously, a bit of a problem. It makes me ask, it makes me wonder if, you know, yeah. On the one hand, they're portraying things the way they are because women do get sexually harassed. And on the other, I have to question, like, is this how you think by any chance? The emotional reaction was large, but measured. It had a finite end. But whenever I get upset over something my mom does, like it sends me like downward. And that's just like probably how I react normally. But now you add on top of it like being on my period or like going to be. Honestly, if she keeps stressing me out, I'm gonna end up skipping it. Yesterday, I accidentally tasted my pill. Oh, fuck. It numbed my tongue, and it made my throat taste sweet. And made my tummy. Phew. Eventually fell asleep. Not for many hours. And just because of how stressed I was, I kept waking up early, like in the night and then early. Once at night, and then early. The stress overrode the sleeping pills. That's how badly my mom fucking shook me. She's like a bug. Stay in your territory. Don't come near me, or I will hit you with a shoe. And you think that she's Arab, she's gonna hit me. That was the past. Then actually more recently. Hasn't really changed her ways. And if authority figures saw what she did to me, they'd be like, you know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Are you sure? I'm not gonna go easy. I don't look strong, but I am. I carried my bed up the stairs. And when I get pissed off, power up, beat the fuck out of a motherfucker. Oh. I have no intention of hurting anybody or myself. I'm just gonna implode in my room. That's it. That's a joke. And I need to piss again. This is how people on her side of the family get illnesses. Not even a joke. If I ever did a comedy show, I'd stop the whole show. And then I'd be like, okay, so they get sick and this is why. They fall ill because they keep bullying each other. I'm not gonna make that too funny. Rio. Ribu, Rivo. Gonna be on my period because my brain plays things. Hutsama. Sorry. I felt like saying it out loud. Harabahtiana.
نعم ماما 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 Oh no
This song is sexy. Some songs have that strip club beat. Never been inside a strip club. It's perfect to have sensory issues. I wanna be like strip, no sensory issues. You know what's not conducive to having a good sensory experience, or at least being at ease with yourself? Being at ease physically? Thongs. What am I gonna use them for? I made a mistake and bought like a pack of them. That's why I'm bringing it up. It's because I bought like so much underwear and I bought the wrong kind. What was I thinking? I can't go like any amount of time without picking it out of my ass. They're pretty, but I can't use them. Having a wedgie drives me insane. And if there was a way to like wear that kind of underwear and not have the sensory issues, I definitely do it. There's nothing wrong with wearing a thong. Ass cheeks are meant to be shown. If you're a man, probably yeah, ass cheeks. Yours too. Yours too. You're not excluded. What? Yeah, you too. You too. And I have way too much. I might just share. Oh, it's that time of the day where I've had like 4 sips of coffee and now I need to go shit, and it's not gonna be a nice one. How many times am I gonna get up to go to the bathroom? I'm gonna file a lawsuit against my asshole. Sorry, I couldn't get that joke out without laughing. No, but it's a really big problem because buying underwear is great because it's nice to have clean underwear. That's like it's crisp when you buy it first. That's what I love about it. And if I had blinds and a door, I could just walk around in my underwear. I don't want to wear clothes. I wish I could detach my boobs or make them a bit smaller. 'Cause I need to move around. I can't have them flapping about. And every time I jump into bed, they make a clapping noise. I have a little like pitch remembrance thing going on. I have a little bit of pitch in my head, and I think yeah, I remember the noise that they make. I can like replay it. Obviously I could just like hit my chest to see if if I got the right note. I don't know. Would that be different from grabbing them both and making them clap together? The struggle of I'm not a real comedian because somebody's gonna happen upon this stream and then find my jokes and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's yeah, yeah. Well, go ahead and take a poop." Okay, sure. You're not gonna leave if I do, right? Right? No, 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 no. I don't stand in front of people, grab the microphone, and talk, so that doesn't make me a comedian. But one struggle of a pseudo comedian is can't if the joke is a little too giggly, it's difficult to get it out without laughing. Especially if the joke involves poop or farts. Oh, so difficult to say without laughing. What if I get a vaginal infection? I'm a woman. I meant to say that in the reverse order. I say as I almost shit myself. I wish I hadn't gotten so pissed yesterday. Because obviously it's I have every right. I have every right to want that time in the morning to myself and not have anyone like bombard me with speech. But I got so angry that I ruined my mood. And I couldn't help it either. I don't know what happened. Hello, Ruben. His accent is too American for someone who's Dutch. Ruben, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. He has a lizard voice. Like a little devious reptile. When this song came out, it was really weird because I wrote a diary entry. I'm not gonna say what I wrote in there. Um, and then like I heard like the content of my thoughts written in my diary like repeated in this song. Obviously, it's not true, but it's there. That's a little weird. People are reading my diary, and oh, that's a good song idea. Who's been reading my fucking diary? Ruben. You've been reading my diary. Don't want to jump in the shower just because all I did was drink coffee. This isn't hubris. This is a basic need. 8:01. It's time to do my makeup and then fuck off to work. Hopefully, I don't smell like shit. I hate life. Not because I have work. Obviously, it gets very tedious, especially when they're not playing On the Floor by Jennifer Lopez featuring Pitbull. Um, but the fact that my mom stressed me out ruined my whole day, ruined like that the beginning of the day, like the morning. And then it robbed me of my sleep. I take sleeping pills. The stress she caused me overrode it. It took me so long to fall asleep. And even then, like I ended up waking up like I do, usually. My body doesn't work properly anymore. I can no longer fall asleep. I can no longer fall asleep and I pee too much, especially if I'm like horizontal. I don't know what it is. Like emotional problems turned into like scientific physical problems. Like the actual like mechanism of my body does not work anymore. My heart, my peeing, and my sleep. Also, my palms get sweaty, and I'm immobilized from using my mouse pad because it's hydrophobic. Um, yes, these are all things that come from trauma or like a lot of stress over a period of time. Uh, when I do make a joke about this, and everyone in my family having health problems due to stress and bullying, I'm gonna make it very serious. And when you laugh at it, it'll be about the seriousness of it. I'm not gonna turn it into a joke. You gonna talk again? I wish I had a boyfriend that was like a plushie. Like I earned him at an arcade, and then all of a sudden he comes to life and he's like, "Hey, how was your day?" And I'm like, "Who are you?" I'm just a guy." Okay. Are you gonna stay? Yeah, I have nowhere to go. I'm your plushie. Are you hungry? Yeah, a little bit. Will you look at my boobs when I talk to you? No. And then I get a boyfriend. He's made of stuffing. And he smells like detergent, like this the washing machine detergent. Yeah. But my mom can never tell that he's there because he's just a plushie, and he loses life whenever I don't know. He can like just act like he's a stuffed animal or a stuffed toy, stuffed object. Ooh. You gotta hide the context. She's Muslim. Quick. Falling down, falling down, falling down. Real, real. Don't wanna get in the shower again. You can't make me. My hair smells good though. And most people are taller than me, so they're not gonna smell my asshole, right? I don't. I'm not getting in the shower with the fuckers that I go to work with. Okay? I still want to stay fuck away from me. I showered yesterday. I'm not doing it again. Excuse me, let me just go Febreze my asshole real quick. I'd walk through fire with you. I'd walk through fire. I wouldn't. I'd walk through fire for you? I'm not a saint. My mental health pretty much like I'm so angry that I got mad yesterday. I'm so mad that I got angry yesterday. I could have just stayed calm. I What pisses me off so much about it is whenever that happens, it's like, oh, haha, I got you. Because what she does is she takes normal human emotion and then turns it into weakness. But then wouldn't you be the weak one if you couldn't feel anything at all? I'd know that best. So I come here every day and I'm like, oh, I can't feel anything. And it's true. It really sucks. I think there's like multiple layers to my rage. First layer is like the thing that I lost. The other is like my mom plays this humongous gotcha game with people of she takes something that annoys you and she just does it again and again and again until you can't really help but be irritated. And she knows that yesterday was my last day off, like before I go back to work. And I It just feels orchestrated and like I was tricked. Um, she has a lot of information about what irks me, and then she uses it. And she uses it when no one's around. And that I can already hear it in the background. Disco kissing. Cause I don't know that because my brain starts replaying the sound as usual. Um but because Vicetone for some reason chose to like pick all the romantic songs and put them at the beginning, which I think is pretty sweet. I don't think I've heard this playlist enough times from the beginning to the end to have that replay in my head. Noises be replaying in my head. Goeie avant? It's a Dutch word, I don't know what it means. Avant means after in French, or just in general. So it might be like good afternoon. Like who maybe sounds a bit like good. Especially since the h sound happens to be a G. And they said it like at the beginning of a conversation. It could be like, good, hey, good day, hi. Da 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 da. Stars on the ceiling, I'm falling out of focus. You got me hypnotized. I wonder if you noticed. You brought me back to life in my dreams. Every day I wake up and I can't feel anything. Yesterday I felt rage. Ugh, but that was all. Actually, I felt way too much yesterday. That's how she does it. My emotional health is like a pair of speakers. My emotional health is like a speaker. And what she does is she plays the sound too loud and then it damages the inner workings of my speaker. She takes it and she blows it like, just ignore the words that I'm using and try to hear what I'm really trying to say, okay? Let's go disco kissing. Let's go disco kissing. I can never sing the melody with him singing it over. Fuck. Let's go disco kissing. And then when that happens, uh the like the hardware of my mental health gets damaged. So, yeah. And I just let it happen again. The only thing that came out of it was a song idea. And I'm mad at myself for getting angry. And I should have, I don't know. I end up feeling too much and then that damages my ability to feel. And that's what I that specific noise would replay in my head for some reason. That kind of acute noise. It's like a thin noise. It's like a line. It's thin and light. For some reason, like the phrase allegiance to the pain would keep playing in my head, and I had to figure out where it came from. It came from the mashup of Vice Stones. It's playing now, but you can't see it or hear it. It's copyrighted material. So yeah, it's kind of like boom. Ruben is good at playing the piano. I've seen him play. I've seen his hands. Not to be weird. Allegiance to the pain. Dude, you're kinky. Big surprise. Is she Kai? Isn't that the same woman or person who sang Trampoline? I've been having dreams. And I'm missing you. Can never be like you. Only human, can't you see? I made a mistake. Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay. 'Cause I got it. Who can like you? Boom boom. When I first heard See You Again, I loved it. I loved that song. Especially as like a girl. It takes the perspective of a woman who loves a man. And I, I loved that song. But no, I have work. I'd rather cover my. I'd rather have cuts all over my body than just sit in like sanitizer. Sorry. It's been rough. And it didn't have to be. It didn't have to be. But my mom just wants to be to enrage me. But for some reason, when I cry, my voice goes deeper. So maybe if I want to hit lower notes, I'll just make myself cry. It's a little hard. Try to slow down my heart, heavy breathing. Oh, you know how to start a spark. I feel like crap. In and out, in and out. I gotta see you again. When you're gone, I don't know what to do. From the moment you left, I can't do anything but think of you. Oh, brother. You put your hands on my hips, fingertips, learning every inch of my body. I gotta see you again. When you're gone, I don't know what to do. I gotta see you again. I used to have a hard time singing that bit. I was like, oh fuck, I'm cringing. And my hands just got a little sweaty. My hands just got a little sweaty. For some reason, sometimes romantic things make me cringe. Like it makes me twist and I don't know what it is. Sex doesn't. It's things that are romantic. I don't know what it is. Yesterday I was watching like an old couple dance on Netflix. It was like a mystery show. I struggle to watch because I have sensory issues, and the the language of the show was just difficult to get into. It was difficult. It was like it was thick. I don't know how to like I'd hit a wall trying to understand it. It took too much. I don't know what it is. And watching on the TV is difficult because there's all these noises and I'm not aware of them. But I'll be watching the show and all the while my brain is like this place isn't quiet. It's noisy. It's noisy. I can't hear what they're fucking saying. And so I was kind of irritated from that and irritated from what happened that morning. And then, woohoo! A song that goes, woohoo! But I don't know. Is it Catch Me? Plays next, but that's the 2015 end of the year mix. I'm not able to handle how angry I get. I don't know what it is. I don't think a person would get angry on their period. See, I'm not even bleeding yet. That's how bad it is. What's happening? She's happening. You're autistic. She's taken advantage of you so many times, and then she fucking did it again. The urge to say the B word is getting high, but I can't become the villain in this story any more than I already am. Because my body knows what she's doing, because it reacts to it before my brain can like logically understand what's fucking happening, because she's deceptive. And I have to prove to myself that she's actually an abusive cunt. But my body, like, it it knows how many times she's fucking screwed me over, and this is just another time, and I can't help but get angry, and she's just happy that I'm angry. This is just another win in her big bank. I keep some of my makeup in a Pringles can that I, like one of the first things I bought with my paycheck. Actually, towards the end of it, I mean, first food. Because I went shopping with my money. I was like, you know what? It's time to buy things. Here's why I'm so pissed. I did the right thing and stayed patient. But instead of her leaving, I just kept being patient and kept being patient and kept being patient. And then she continued to stay. And then there was a moment where I was like, fuck, she hasn't left, and now I'm in a bad mood. And that's all that she fucking wanted, and that's what she got. I don't think it's even my period. I think I'm a very dead inside person, and my period has granted me the ability to experience anger that's very valid from abuse that's been happening for ages. She takes advantage of people. And this isn't the first time where I needed her to leave and she doesn't leave, and I end up being in a shitty mood because of it. The problem is, I'm just an angry woman, and nobody's gonna care. And after it happens, I'm like, oh, why did I get so angry? And it's like, well, no one gives a shit what's happening to you. And your mom has screwed you over for like the thousandth fucking time. The least you could do is get angry for yourself. 'Cause you're the only one who will. But getting angry lets her win, and that's what pisses me off so much. So if I can't like physically remove her, either by a spell or her or like shoving her away from my room, then I'm gonna have to put up with her talk without getting pissed off. How? I have so much anger that there's and then I feel like I'm too proud to feel it. She fucked me over for the last time, and I'm gonna make sure she pays. Not by being physically harmed, but with her reputation. Because it's one of those things where, as someone who's neurodivergent, I need the morning to myself. End of the story. And she could have easily just left, but she insisted on staying. And I'm angry beyond. I just feel like the anger ate my day. A day that started really well. And that's sad. She had control over my day by making me angry. I don't want to waste a moment listening to her talk. The idea was that I was gonna start stream, make coffee, and enjoy that song. So it's very rare that I find a song I can actually vibe to these days. Cause I have a problem being able to enjoy things. That was the whole plan. But she stole time from me so much that the lighting changed. Like the sun moved in the time that she spoke, basically. That's how long she talked. Oh my fuck. And I should have just given it to her. But instead, the anger ate up my day. It's things like this that make me realize that I'm way too neurodivergent for this. I can't. I'm not qualified to handle this. Like, this is not my mental breakdown. I'm sorry. But she wins because she's supposedly neurotypical, she knows what makes me angry, and she will keep doing it until I get angry. Uh, the thing about her is whenever she's talking to someone and talking to them endlessly, she doesn't let them go. And that person, in their head, they're like, I'm just gonna be patient. And that's the virtue. The virtue in the situation is patience. But if you oops, sorry, I'm choking on myself. If you don't put your fucking foot down, she doesn't fuck off. She doesn't leave. And what you end up with is your time taken and a bad mood after you waited to enjoy time away from her. And she knows it. She has this thing. She says, negativity kills brain cells, and then I heard the second part of it, but being positive actually like regenerates them. So, okay. No, this is what she wants though. She's away. She knows I'm gonna get to be free from her, and then she wants me to be angry in the time that she's not around, and she's succeeded. And of course she has. I'm autistic. She used like a pet peeve of mine over an extended period of time, and I am angry. Like, even after it happened, I'm trying to like calm myself down and forget it. Still pisses me off when I think about it. And she considers that a win, which is all the more infuriating. It's interesting. She says opposite. I can't go. I'll cringe if I do an impression. I say opposites attract. She has a singing accent. Probably because she's Canadian. Lini's a DJ. I've seen good for her. I'm still angry. What the fuck? The saddest part is I was in a good mood, a really good one, and I'd still be in a good mood if she hadn't done what she'd done. I'm talking about my mom, not Linny. Linny's an artist. I can hear the next song. Boop boop boo. We're not at the end. Otherwise, that like specific noise would come up. Opposites attract. A lot of songs made by music producers have that sound. Like the singers, they have like a certain obviously every singer's voice is unique and beautiful, but I couldn't help but notice that they all have their voice has a certain shape to it. It obviously doesn't sound like mine. My voice is a little deep, and then like when it hits 12, I actually sound like a girl. I'm the kind of person people tell to like speak up. You'd never guess that. It's like, listen how low I am. But just because like there's so many machines, even it's even hard to hear the customers, which makes my job as a cashier difficult. I have to like read their lips. I don't have to read their lips. But sometimes I look at their lips, not in a weird way. Yeah, you keep saying that. What, you think I'm trying to date your granny? I'm not trying to date anybody. Trying to scratch my back, but my arms are too short. Fuck. Ryu.
Like paradise.
She likes riling people up. And nobody can tell. Everyone is too naive to be able to like discern that this bitch is actually trying to work up your nerves. I don't know what the solution is. I just want to laugh in her face to let her know that she didn't succeed in the future. She has in the past. I mean, listen, you piss me off. It doesn't work in your advantage because you're gonna become a comedy routine. Like that's how it works. And you're gonna wish you hadn't pissed me off. Because this is an example of how I got taken advantage of. I was patient, and I didn't get the prize at the end. That's like the format of this. I can't do anything about. I can't do anything about her talking endlessly. I can't push her away, I can't tell her to leave. The only way she leaves is if she sees that I'm angry. That makes her happy. She hates the thought of me being alone with my computer and my coffee listening to music, you know, developing bits of jokes, singing, just spending time with myself. She hates that. And one way to reconcile that hatred is by getting under my skin. And I make it way too easy for her. I can't help it. I'm neurodivergent. The P of S2O happens right there. What was I saying? I know, like, what subject I was talking about. My mom, obviously. She takes up everything. She becomes the main topic. And she loves that. She thinks she can. Are we gonna go there? I'm gonna go there. She thinks she can fix aging by making me miserable. Yeah. But I'm in a. She's part of a subsection of the population of mothers, which, like, isn't all of them. She's, like, a subsection of that demographic that hyper focuses on, um, like, getting older. But you can't really escape getting older. Like, it's happening to me right now. I don't look how I looked 3 years ago. I'm not 20 anymore. I'm 23. And the difference is, like, you can tell. I have more blemishes. I've put on weight. Instead of having one frown line, I have two frown lines in between my eyebrows, which I think just looks better. Now a motherfucker won't fight me. They see me, I'm a little... Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! I make her job way too easy in making me angry. And then anger all of a sudden becomes this thing of, like, if I feel it, then she got me. I'm so mad that I let me get angry. I let her make me angry. On a day where I was in a really good mood. I've been working hard to make sure that I'm in a good place mentally, and the way that I've been doing that is going to bed on time. So I take two sleeping pills, I plug in my other computer, and I put in brown noise, or it's like... Is it pink noise and yellow noise? I don't know what it is, but I found like a really deep one. I liked it. And it pretty much blocks out all other frequencies so that the only frequency that I'm listening to is the one in my ears. And I think that helps me sleep better, because the more pitches I can hear, the worse I'll sleep. And I have a PTSD body, so the less noise, the better, because I'm sensitive to noise, which comes with its advantages and disadvantages. Like, if I was going to fuck someone and there was a repetitive noise, I wouldn't be able to, get rid of that and then let's get started. Sorry. Why would I say that? Well, it's because it's true. I have to be completely frank with my date. If that tap keeps dripping, I can't focus. Point blank, period. The same thing goes with studying, which is the example I probably, a bit less inappropriate now that I think of it. Yeah. She made me mad. I shouldn't have let her do that. She ate up the whole day. The fuck? I'm not saying what the fuck. I'm calling her a fuck, just to be clear. Just grammatically, it's ambiguous. I saw a comment, ID1 is growing on me. I thought that was... I didn't know that was mine until I saw my name, because I looked at the username. I think I'm far more susceptible to getting pissed off by my mom's, fuck shit. I'm so angry. I'm really mad that I let her win, because that's... She hates me having a computer and using it. because I don't know how it makes her feel. I want to fry her, metaphorically. It doesn't help that I have an Arab accent. Anything that I say is just gonna. I'm a bit like Ruben in the sense that I do have a slight accent, but it's it's very mild. His is a bit stronger than mine. I'll say that. Because he's fully Dutch. I'm only half Moroccan. Yeah, only half sexist. Their culture is beautiful. No, they overemphasize my virginity. Like, how are you supposed to have a fun time when neither of us have experience? Where is the logic in this? Obviously, I'm gonna be the pillow princess, but you don't know how to finger me. And that's an advantage? How fucking dare you imply that? Bum 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 ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum bum bum bum. But they had to paint having a lack of sexual experience as a good thing. And the way they did and the way they did that was by convincing women that having engaged in previous sexual activity is dirty. And they succeeded. That guy. Grrroo. I have a fucking cut on my thumb. I don't know where it came from. We can't let make her job easy! I mean, this would be so much better if I could just beat the shit out of her every time she did this. And then she'd be like, why did you hit me? Because you're being an annoying fuck! Bum 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 ba-da-dum-dum-dum. He's a good artist, Avi Templeman. Dun dun. I used to crush on people so much in the past. I feel like he would have been just another. Now I look at a man and I can't feel anything. Sometimes fear. Sorry, men. All it takes is one time. I'm not talking about pregnancy, I'm talking about trauma. All it takes is one bad experience, and all of a sudden you're like, alright, so. You're gonna walk away from this, or I have to beat the fuck out of you? Because you're a threat to me. File a fucking police report. Go right next to the other guy who almost violated me. Whoa, whoa, I just came for the donut holes. No, you said the word hole, you're already a threat. Why am I so angry, and why is it eating up my time? I'm wasting my life being angry. Stop it! Arrêtez. Arrête. Chapeau. Breathe, Carolina. There's like a certain crackle in her voice that suggests it's AI. I'm so sorry to imply that. What does USGB mean? Does that mean AI, but an anagram? I mean, I hope AI didn't make this. I'm just being on my period. Once the bleeding is done, physically and emotionally, we won't have to put up this. She's just a sad bitch. That's all she fucking is. And she takes advantage of the fact that I can't beat her ass. Which is a shame, because she deserves it.
washed away. We don't have to fall into that hole of anger again. Ugh. I have a double chin. I always have, but it's been getting worse. Falling from my eyes.
This is the lager song because I drank lager to this song. And we're gonna do it again this week. Weeks are weird because somebody decided, oh yeah, 7 days. What? 7 days, which is. We repeat the schedule. 7 sounds fine because there's 7 heavens. Like, if you're Arab, they teach you that nonsense. They tell you there's 7 layers of heavens. Yeah, there's 7 layers of violence I'm gonna fucking put you through for the sexism that you put on me. I feel like any man who implies virginity is good should have his balls tased. That's just my opinion. Why are you doing that? Virginity is a myth, and if it isn't, then I technically lost it because I fucked myself.
From my eyes. Bum, bum, bum.
Why wait for a man to do it? You know that saying? All of comedy is based on a bit of truth. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, sorry. I'm having flashbacks. Why am I seeing this?
I didn't know Charlie XCX was the one who sang that song. I only threw a party for you. I only threw a party. The woman who said, I'm so fancy. You already know. Don't be young forever. Really portray. I mean, if you look a bit youthful, I'm not gonna grill you for that, obviously. But there's nothing wrong with middle age or adult age, nothing wrong with any decade of your life. They only teach you that you're unattractive because some other sinister ulterior motive. The same way that they're. Where have I seen that woman? The same way that they'll convince me that losing my virginity is bad. Oh shit, you're just sad that you didn't take it from me, and it was me instead who took it from myself. Well, beat you to it. You open a window. Sorry. British English is like the English version of Fusha. Like, if you talk like that in certain areas of the world, they're gonna eat you. Like, right then and there. What is this about? I have to go to work. You may be thinking, why would you go to work so late? Because I decided that time, and I decided the days, and they're like, sure, you can work on those days, at those times. And it works out for me as someone who's neurodivergent, it's what I can manage. And $500 a month sounds good, so. Yeah. My life is a mess, but I'm trying to put it back together. With my mom tailgating me and undoing everything that I build.
did. I just forgot.
I think me not being able to feel things is an echo of those times when my mom would do something horrible and my neurodivergent brain would have this reaction of like it's like an emotional flashbang. Can't see anything, I can't feel anything. Everything's been bleached. And I'm actually experiencing brain damage due to what she's fucking doing. But sometimes the cause is real, and other times my brain just learned to be like that. Emotionless. Unreactive to things that should bring it joy. I feel like if you're the DJ making this song, you have to keep in mind what it feels like to be screwed over. And I think they did, because that that had to be inspired by getting fucked over by someone close, right?
I got new rules, I count 'em. Oh, fuck her. I hate her fucking ass.
Eat, sleep, and breathe it, rehearse it, repeat it, 'cause I, I. One, don't pick up the phone, she's just trying to fuck you over again. Don't get pissed, babe, that's what she fucking wants. Don't, I ran out of rules. Ugh, my brain is angry and it's like at the top. She gave me a headache. And it's like, no wonder the life expectancy on my mom's side is so fucking short. It's because they all treat each other like shit. I'm being totally serious. Like, y'all motherfuckers could have lived longer if you weren't being horrible to each other. What's going on here? And I want to portray that as a serious issue just as much as I'm portraying it as a joke. Uh, 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 who are you? I mean, she was eventually gonna do something that would piss me off around the time of my period, so technically me being in a bad mood with horrible mental health would have been inevitable. So whether it happened like before or later, it's just kind of like, it's like the variation of all the different paths that I could be on. So technically I would have ended up feeling like this and there's nothing that was lost. Yeah. On the other hand, I lost something that was avoidable, and I can't get over that.
Till you breathe my air. Lights off. Lights off.
She kept pushing my buttons until I was like irreversibly pissed. So, this is horrible, but not out of character for my life. How do we prevent this from happening again? Because she tries to figure out how I'm feeling and then behaves based on that. Is she angry yet? No, let's do it again. Is she angry yet? No, let's do it again. Is she angry yet? No, let's do it again. I'm either gonna have to let her make me angry just so she can fuck off, or be a rock until the very end. I want to take the thing that pisses her off the most and rub it in her face. When you say rub it in her face, what exactly does that entail? Are you rubbing it into their face, or are you rubbing it in front? Let it take you there. Strip your body bare till you breathe my air. Baby, let's go. Neovi is a very good artist, along with the woman who sang. Maybe he transforms to a woman to sing. You're like, oh, who's the singer? I don't know. She left already. There's her coffee. All the while, that's his lip print on the fucking cup. Nobody knows it. The DJs do sing. They just transform. And they go back to being their DJ self. Wearing a leather jacket or, I don't know, dark green shirt. I'm like, oh, where's the singer? Oh, we commissioned her. Bullshit. Tell me the fucking truth. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Nothing wrong with wearing lipstick as a man. If you want, my favorite lipstick is actually the lip paint by L'Oreal. I think it was called like Color Jolt lip paint. And my favorite color, I think, was Stripped Down. Because I remember the name being kinky. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh. Not me picking a BDSM lipstick. I was into BDSM before I was into sex. Just like giving you a heads up. That's how things started. Never fully understood putting something in your body. Am I gonna have to put something in my body in order to be environmentally friendly? Because there have been these cups. I saw like an ad for them. You put it inside yourself. I'm not a fan of that. I'm really not a fan of putting things in myself unless they're like chips, cheese puffs. And it really should be an option, like an external. That's not gonna fit in there. It's oh Christ. It's like the thought of it. You know, because I have a vagina, and just imagining something. Going. Oh, and if it's a tampon, it'll scrape the sides. Ah! Sorry. Some things make me cringe. One of those things is cuts. Another one is something goes in the pussy. Not my area. Really not my area. My area is ropes and being mean. But penetrative stuff is a little bit We all have a place where we draw the line. So I don't know a lot about sex. Is the vagina... Is it lined with the same nerves that are in the clitoris? Or do you just... It's the same as putting something in your mouth. It doesn't feel good. I don't know! I don't... And then when he hits, like, if somebody with a penis, they could be a man or a woman, hit the back of the wall... Not hit the one... Because there's a slang term when you hit the back means, like, anal sex. I mean hit the back, like the end of the wall. Dead end. Nowhere to go from here. Except the stomach, but you're not supposed to go in there. It's my tummy. Is that like, does that also feel good? I don't know. Personally, I don't think I'm entirely sure if sucking and blowing are the same thing. They have to be different because sucking and blowing are literally opposite motions. But then if you blow air into the urethra, it just keeps expanding. Oh no, and that would hurt. Do people like having their balls sucked? Oh, I had better go. I have a few more minutes before I have to fucking leave. So, yeah, I mean, my mood has been permanently ruined. Why is it permanently ruined? The song is still there, you could just play it. And there's always more coffee, you could just go make yourself some more. Yeah, but she ruined a day. I don't get angry like this unless I'm on my period. I think I should get angry like this more often. It shouldn't be time consuming, but obviously I should get pissed at what she does. I never do. But when it comes to being angry, for her it's like, oh, I made you angry, I got you. I won the game of making you angry. But I just. Ugh. All she likes to do is win, but the way that she wins is by screwing people over. I need to pee again. Fuck. I don't typically like the sound of acoustic guitars, but this is the exception where it sounds pretty good. Boom, da boom. How do we prevent this from happening again? Well, I can't control her behavior, obviously. All I can do is control what's inside of me, my feelings, my headspace. And it is a tragedy that she's gonna steal time from me. But I can't do anything about it. Because if I get angry at her stealing my time, I'm gonna waste even more time than I already have. She's stronger than me, I can't push her out. She could hurt me. And the funny thing is, one time she stood in front of me and said, what if I broke another one of your bones? So I've never broken a bone before. Technically, my nose counts as one. She broke it. And then she acted like she felt sad. Yeah. There's actually a very similar story to mine if you search mother who broke her daughter's nose. And, the mother in that story broke her daughter's nose with her elbow, just like my mom broke my nose with her elbow. I was looking stories up because I was wondering if like mothers breaking their daughters' noses is a phenomenon, just because your daughter's younger than you, and an easy way to damage her beauty forever is breaking the middle of her face, and so she has every reason to. Not that she should. whole day has passed. I don't know why I'm still angry. Oh. It's very housey, very clubby. C. Irvin, I'm assuming that's a real person. This feels like a human made this just because, like, the picture of the YouTube video. I hope I end up liking it. It sounds a bit too dark for my liking.
Ooh.
This is good. I dance to this. The concept of dancing to EDM music is not a very prominent concept in the US. Cuz I've told two people to bounce at my work, and their surprise was like surprise mixed with like a laugh, like what? I accidentally scared someone. They moved backwards like, huh? I said, no, just bounce to the music, let's party. Cause work is boring today. I told this story multiple times. No, but don't ask where it leads. Are you drinking? My mom might ask. Yeah, one beer, motherfucker. One beer. It's like me being happy makes her angry, so all I have to do to piss her off is be happy. It makes her livid. But making someone like her angry is dangerous because she'll lash out. She has the power to do things, and I'm not in a place where I can receive those things. Her only victory over me being happy is pissing me off. I can't let it be that easy. beat is kind of hurting my brain because it doesn't happen on the dot. There's the beat and the melody plays like after the beat, if that makes sense. And that hurts my brain a little, but it's not bad. It's the right tempo too, not too slow. I feel like I heard this extended mix before. Party nauseous. Party nauseous. Yeah.
Drums. Applause. I live for the applause. Live for the applause. The applause.
What if you turn that into what's that instrument called? The French one? Yeah, no. What is that? The harmonica? No, the accordion. What if you turn that sound into an accordion? I'll get Lady Gaga en français. It has an arcade sound to it. Oh my god, I don't feel good. I didn't sleep enough. Despite taking sleeping pills to go to sleep, my mom's stress overrode my sleeping pills. They're actually allergy medications, but I use them to sleep. It's like the most generic kind of sleeping drug. So I love just laying down and letting it, like, take me over. Because then I can fall asleep. I love sleeping. Then I don't have to be bored or understimulated. For a moment, my brain goes somewhere else.
I live for the applause. Live for the applause.
Oh. I really gotta go.
Applause.
But That's gonna be it from me. If you came, thank you. If you're leaving, take care of yourself. I will see you next time, and goodbye.